This game could be like a tennis match, Grant, with the ball racing from one side of the court to the other.
Yeah, B.A., you can get whiplash watching these teams run up and down the floor. They like to get it and go without any hesitation.
Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. Edwards is the 2, McDaniels the 3. Randall and Gobert are in the middle, and it's DiVincenzo in at the 1. Now here's Johnson. Jokic with a screen on McDaniels. A good look from Johnson. It's rebounded by Minnesota. They beat the Nuggets during the last encounter in Denver.
Well, in this last matchup, they captured the win in large part because their backups provided a lot of the scoring punch.
And they came away with the win last time in large part due to their depth. Great game from their bench.
Edwards can't hit. Outside Murray. There's a screen. Launches a 3. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Coach, Nikola Jokic, a guy who thrives playing through contact.
Well, B.A., you know what? Sometimes, yes, maybe more than any other player, when Jokic is forced backwards, he tends to get more creative. It's confounding what this guy can do at his size. Never ceases to amaze.
And the first one at the line is good. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Well, a new ownership group taking over for the Timberwolves, but there remains a commitment to continuity on the basketball side. And while creating a replacement for the league's second oldest arena is a priority, they've made it clear their commitment is to remain in Minnesota.
You love to hear it. All right, Shams, thank you for the report. And Grant, David Adelman, a second-generation NBA head coach, grew up immersed in the game.
Yeah, B.A., basketball was a family obsession. David, a ball boy for the Blazers in the 90s, went on to coaching, which he's done for decades. His whole life has led him to this.
Here's Jokic, following the score by Minnesota, and he can't bank that one in. A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. McDaniels against Brown. McDaniels passes to Randall. Up and over Gordon. Randall can't hit.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Pass to Murray. Shot clock at 6. Second chance shot. And he lays it in.
Yeah, look, sometimes guys rush those late shots. Love the composure there from Murray.
Randall, the pass to Gobert. Now DiVincenzo. Outside Edwards. Let's go with a 3. Counted from distance. Edwards has got 5 points.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach for the Nuggets. Coach and I talked about the difficulties playing against Anthony Edwards. He said, quote, usually you worry about his offense, but he's shown the last few years that he's a lockdown defender when he wants to be. That's something that we'll need to factor into our game plan. Ant's defense is now a concern for coaches as well. Back to you.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. And Minnesota with possession here. Denver getting their last shot to go. Brown against Edwards. Shoots over Brown. Edwards can't hit. Denver has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Brown's shot is good.
Well, far from just a jump shooter, Brown is also more than capable of finishing inside.
Pass to Edwards. Over Brown. Edwards can't get that one to fall. And so Jokic will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. Coming into this, having notched a win against San Antonio in their last game.
Oh my, talk about mental toughness. The crowd was roaring against them, but they were able to focus and finish the task at hand.
Nothing is better than winning.
Oh, look out! Wow!
Are you kidding? Well, you can't sleep on McDaniels' athleticism if you're the defense. At 6'9", he can absolutely hammer it home.
Well, it's always nice to head up to the connected cam to get another angle of these big plays, courtesy of AT&T. Pass to Murray. Jokic with a screen on DiVincenzo. Here's Murray. It's blocked by Gobert. McDaniels inside, covered by Johnson. McDaniels, that's good.
A smart idea from McDaniels, looking to convert inside.
Here's Gordon, and Gordon with the big finish.
My goodness, Aaron Gordon putting on a show.
Minnesota in the lead. Randall outside. Here's the three. The rebound by Murray. For Denver, they've gone 4 of 10 shooting the rock in this first quarter. Over Edwards. Murray's shot is good. Murray's got his second basket.
Well, the way that Murray can put the brakes on, it makes his pull-up game deadly.
DiVincenzo against Murray. To the inside. Here's Gobert. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. The Nuggets have gotten 5 of 11 shots to go. Puts it up from 15. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Murray's got 6 points.
Well, that's just great awareness there from Murray to take advantage of what the defense was giving him and go to work in the mid-range.
Pass to Edwards. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. Floats one up. And Murray with the lay-in. Give him 8 points now.
Well, he obviously came in ready to play, already hitting 4 of his first 5 shots.
Down low. Randall with a steal. Here's McDaniels, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's on Nikola Jokic.
A defensive ace. Jaden McDaniels gets the toughest perimeter assignment every night, using his length, athleticism, and effort to frustrate opponents.
Free throw good, McDaniels. And his teams run through the finish line of the season, Grant. There must be a certain amount of reflection happening.
For teams that are out of it, they might start that process now. But who has time for that if you're playoffs bound?
And both free throws good for McDaniels. Everyone talks about Jaden McDaniels' defense, and for good reason, Stan.
Well, B.A., one way to get a lot of playing time is to be the best at something. McDaniels is a total lockdown defender on the wing. He can guard anybody.
And the dunk by Jokic.
Yeah, he's not exactly a highlight reel dunker, but you love to see Jokic throw it down.
Back to Randall, and stolen by Brown. Murray against DiVincenzo. Murray, no good.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
DiVincenzo, the pass to Edwards. Outside McDaniels. Out to DiVincenzo. The three-pointer off the mark. And here are the Nuggets. They're on a 14-6 run. Brown passes to Murray. Six on the shot clock. Good work defensively by DiVincenzo. Timberwolves trail by 5. Pass to McDaniels. Outside, DiVincenzo. Randall, a screen on Johnson. To the paint. Oh, got a piece of it. Gordon with a steal. To the middle. DiVincenzo with a steal. And here's the fast break. Randall deciding where to go with it. DiVincenzo against Johnson. DiVincenzo, the pass to Gobert. Here's Edwards. That one's good. Makes him 3 for 7.
Well, I'd say any play with Edwards on the finishing end has a good chance of succeeding.
And David Adelman wants a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Stan, Rudy Gobert. He can be a double-double machine, but his real importance is on the defensive end.
Yeah, he's been named Defensive Player of the Year 4 times, which is tied for the most in NBA history, B.A., and he's been the anchor of multiple top-ranked defenses throughout his career.
And it's a completely new group here for the Nuggets. And let's look at the Western Conference standings as the playoffs approach. Taking a look at Denver. Right now, they rank 3rd in the conference, aiming for a high seed in the postseason. And, of course, here are the Timberwolves, 3 spots down.
Seeing where the Timberwolves are, they've established themselves as a legit team this year. But you can tell they want to get higher up in the standings if possible, and specifically securing home court advantage for the first round.
Jones, the pass to Hardaway. Denver needs to get off a shot. Here's Watson. And again, it's Denver missing. Timberwolves trail by 3. Anderson inside. He's against Watson. Highland with it. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Kicks it out to Clark from the arc. Valanciunas with a rebound. And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for the Nuggets. Pass to Hardaway. Puts up a deep 3. Reed with the rebound. Minnesota has gone just 1 of 6 from downtown. Here's Dosunmu. Up and in on the layup.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Here's Brown. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. And the Nuggets lead by 3.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Dosunmu, the pass to Highland. No good. That would have tied it. Denver has gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one. Pass to Brown. Valanciunas sets a screen. Lots of room. Rebounded by Highland.
I'm sure he'd like to have that back. That's a missed opportunity.
Clark, the pass to Reed. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Here's Watson. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Hey, I like the unselfishness. If someone has a better opportunity, make the next pass.
With the step back, here's Highland. Watson with the rebound.
That's 2 points they should have had. I'm sure he'd love to get that look again.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, the Timberwolves coach, Chris Finch, said, we're a team based on movement, cutting, and fluidity. That burden also falls on Anthony Edwards to move and accommodate his teammates. For his part, Ant said his focus is being what the team needs me to be, a leader by example, and showing them that I'm coachable. Back to you guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot.
The defense gave him a little space, and he took advantage.
Jones feels it out. Valanciunas sets a screen. Jones misses. The Timberwolves trail. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Brown against Clark. Pass to Dosunmu. And here's Anderson. Here's Watson. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. Jamal Murray, he's been the guy making things happen for the Nuggets. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. We'll be right back with you shortly. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Nuggets.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
You know, they've also been very effective at running the floor. Just a ton of points in the fast break. It's been a big part of their success.
We've got Jamal Murray, Jonas Valanciunas out there with Peyton Watson. Then it's Bruce Brown, and it's Hardaway in at the shooting guard position. That's the group on the floor for Denver. And prior to last season, the Timberwolves had never won a playoff series in consecutive seasons, Stan.
Yeah, and so now they make the conference finals 2 seasons in a row, the most sustained success this franchise has ever known. Well, for a guy with a scorer's mentality, Murray is almost surprisingly willing to pass the ball.
Outside Reed. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Clark, no good. The Nuggets lead by 5. Hardaway, the pass to Watson. Oh, he took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. Instead, he'll shoot free throws. They'll pin that one on Julius Randle. Denver shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. I've wondered, of all the things you can teach players, can you teach great passing?
I really don't think you can, B.A. You can teach solid fundamental passing. You can teach guys to make fewer mistakes by better use of fundamentals. But the great passers have great vision, and I just don't think that's something you can teach. I think that's something that guys gain over their time and experience playing the game of basketball.
Pass to Dosunmu. Outside, Highland, down to 5 on the shot clock. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Outside Murray. Outside Watson. The 3. And it's Dosunmu with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 6. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Denver's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Murray finds Brown. Now Valanciunas. He's covered by Dosunmu. Pass to Hardaway. Here's the 3. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. And the Nuggets lead by 9.
Yeah, shooting it really well in that spot. Hardaway Jr. lives from the corner.
Dosunmu, the pass to Randle. Shot to stop the run. Outside, Highland fires for 3. That shot is off. That makes him 0 for 5.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Highland against Murray. Highland, the pass to Randle. Here's Clark. Back to Dosunmu. For 3, Randle. Hardaway grabs the board. Denver leading by 11. Pass to Watson. Outside Murray. Hardaway with a screen on Highland. Releases from 15. And another Another basket for Denver.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Jokic is checked in for Denver. Shannon's checked in for the Timberwolves. Edwards comes in for Highland. Edwards for three. Minnesota again missing.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Stan, a recent development in Anthony Edwards' game, his three-point shooting.
Yeah, Brian, he led the league in threes attempted last year and shot it at a good percentage, too. He's such a good driver. Taking lots of threes will open things up for him.
When it comes to Randall, he's had doubters over the years, Stan, but his talent's undeniable.
Yeah, B.A., look, there's no questioning Randall's ability to score and rebound down low. And his post-passing gets overlooked sometimes, too.
Free throw drops for Randall. Some breakthrough contributions for the Nuggets from Christian Braun and Aaron Gordon. Grant elevating their games.
But at the same time, Denver's depth has been a concern. You know, B.A., we know what Jokic can do, but he needs help to win another ring.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Gobert comes in for Reed, and Jaden McDaniels subbed in for Shannon. And Randall drops them both. Well, Grant, we've heard Anthony Edwards talk about trusting his teammates. He understands you need everybody.
Yeah, a lot falls on his shoulders offensively with this team, B.A. So those playmaking decisions in the moment, a lot easier said than done.
Murray, no good.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of the slump.
And Edwards slams it in.
Just a ferocious play by Edwards. Taking the contact, but staying committed to his finish.
Outside, Brown. Pass to Watson. Back to Brown. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
That's what you call playing big. He just stays committed to the attack mode.
Well, if you have the killer instinct he showed there, it doesn't matter what the size disadvantage is.
Cam Johnson, he's checked in for Denver. Brown comes in for Hardaway. Free throw good. Brown. When I think about Bruce Brown, the term glue guy comes to mind, Coach.
Yeah, B.A., I think that's right on the money. The way Brown hustles and does a little bit of everything, he can cover for gaps in a rotation. A key cog for that 2023 Nuggets title team. Hey, this is what Randall does. His movement and strength on the interior is hard to contain.
first free throw is good.
Well, you like the steadying presence a guy like Julius Randle gives a team. He's a reliable and experienced player others can lean on out there.
Watson, he's checked in for Brown. And the Timberwolves also making a change. DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Dosunmu. That one's no good.
And give them credit for making a more concerted effort to get to the line this quarter.
And here's Denver. They're on a 14-5 run. Outside Johnson. Jokic with a screen on McDaniels. To the inside. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to be on Cameron Johnson.
Well, McDaniels is a physical player. He doesn't mind getting roughed up a bit while trying to score.
Minnesota shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game. Free throw good, McDaniels. The Nuggets making a switch here. Gordon's checked in. And both free throws good for McDaniels.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
Pass to Johnson. And he's going for the lob. And Gordon with the big finish.
Yeah, he's an above-the-rim athlete. Gordon on the attack.
DiVincenzo, pass to McDaniels. Outside Edwards. Clock at 6. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
They kick it out to Murray. No good on the triple.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Inside. And stolen by Jokic. And here we go. The Nuggets on the fast break. And Gordon with the big finish.
If you're open, Jokic is going to find you.
DiVincenzo against Murray. McDaniels passes to Edwards. McDaniels, a screen on Brown. Here's Edwards. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. The #1 overall pick in 2020. Grant, you think Anthony Edwards has a shot to become the best American-born player in the NBA?
You know, I think his aspiration is higher than that, B.A. He's thinking MVP, face of the league. And if you ask me, he has the talent to do it.
Free throw no good for Edwards.
Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set, but what makes him truly special is his competitive will and ability to handle high-pressure moments.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Julius Randle. That's his 3rd foul so far.
Picks up his 3rd foul. We'll see now what coach decides to do from here.
Brown, he's checked in for Murray. Naz Reid's checked in for Minnesota. Denver moving it around for 3. Gordon. It's rebounded by Minnesota. They're fresh off the win against the Pelicans.
Hey, their activity on defense was terrific. It was just full effort at that end of the floor and a bunch of blocks to show for it.
Well, they did have some impressive numbers blocking shots, and I like their defensive game plan.
There's the screen by Johnson. Pass to Brown. Back to Gordon. Now Johnson, just 4 to shoot. And again, it's Denver missing.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
Reid against Jokic. Now here's Gobert. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
That's a big body to deal with. Gobert using it to his advantage.
And Denver making a change here. Hardaway's checked in. And the free throw, no good. And offensive rebounding, one of Rudy Gobert's specialties, Grant.
Yeah, in some games, over half his points come from second chance opportunities. And you know, B.A., even when you block him out, he can reach right over you and get that board.
Pass to Reed. Out to DiVincenzo. Lets the three fly. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Outside Hardaway. Back to Brown. Jokic the screen. Right wing. The Nuggets with another miss. Timberwolves trail by 5. DiVincenzo, pass to Reed. Stan, you look at Naz Reed, he gives you some size, but he is a dangerous scorer, especially from the perimeter.
Absolutely, B.A. And also, Reed is one of the most entertaining players to watch. So many deflections, blocks, dunks, hits threes. He does it all.
And he makes the first.
Well, the biggest thing Naz Reed brings to your team, spacing. Reed can play the 5 and hit threes. There aren't a lot of guys like him.
Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the line. And you think about Jokic's point center game. He's a pioneer, Grant, a one-of-a-kind.
Oh, one-of-a-kind indeed. And historically, very few centers have led their team in assists, and none with the regularity of Jokic. So he's an outlier, but is he a trendsetter? Only time will tell.
The putback controls the rebound and the putback. And the Nuggets lead by 6.
Well, it's little things like that. Getting the offensive board and converting, that's what has elevated Aaron Gordon's game.
And here's Edwards outside. Hits the trifecta. Edwards has got 14.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Brown passes to Hardaway. Sends it home from three-point land. Hardaway's got 6 here in the quarter.
And we've begun to see their three-point shooting slip a little this quarter.
And they call an illegal screen here. We got a second now to check out the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. Here are the field goal percentage leaders. Rudy Gobert on top.
And this guy just flat out knows how to score. A high IQ offensive player with a strong feel for what shots to take, which is why his field goal percentage leads the league.
It's Jokic, high post. He's against Gobert. Jokic passes to Brown. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Well, a chance to check out some stats for Nikola Jokic. He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one.
Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
And the second free throw is good.
And he's showing a little more aggressiveness, getting himself to the line here in the second quarter.
And here's Edwards outside. Gordon pulls it in. Gordon's got 5 rebounds in the game. Pass to Hardaway. Gordon outside. Back to Hardaway. There's the three. Rebound Minnesota. Edwards got 4 rebounds now. Gobert with a screen on Brown. Edwards for 3. They grab their own miss. Takes a 3. And DiVincenzo hits from deep.
Well, look, you have to stay connected to DiVincenzo. He will bury you from out there.
DiVincenzo against Brown. Pass to Brown. Lets it fly. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. Brown's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, you love assisted hoops. That's good offense.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Edwards against Brown. Edwards with some muscle.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
To the paint. Here's Jokic. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And in their last game, he really distinguished himself at the free throw line.
Shooting 2.
And he drops the first. No good on the second free throw. And Edwards puts up a deep 3. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. It's Denver. They lead by 5. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm here with Chris Finch. And, Coach, any adjustments that you'd like to see on the offensive end?
Yeah, I mean, ideally we'd like to get some movement and get into a bunch of random pick and rolls, and then we feel like keep the defense a little bit off balance, but been a little sluggish so far tonight.
Got to put the defense back on its toes. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
Hello, folks. Glad to have you with us. The Joker is in the building. So far, Nikola Jokic has been all business.
He's been looking for a shot early on, going right at the defenders and keeping them on their heels.
With the way he's played, it makes sense they'd want to keep looking for him. And I'm guessing that's the plan. And guys, now let's see what games have yet to tip off. It'll be the Golden State Warriors up against the Clippers out in Los Angeles. Tip-off is 10 Eastern, 7 o'clock Pacific.
Either team could come away with the W and win this one.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. And, you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
The Nuggets lead by 5. On the court for Minnesota. Randall and Gobert are in the middle. DiVincenzo and Edwards are the backcourt. And it's McDaniels in at the 3, the small forward. Murray inside. DiVincenzo covering. Murray with the D right on him.
And you see Murray's agility on display there, helping him outwork some tough inside defense.
Outside McDaniels. They set a pick. No good from outside. And here are the Nuggets. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. And Gordon with the big finish.
Well, when Gordon's team makes it this easy for him, of course he's going to throw it down hard.
Second half getting started. About a minute played. Here's Randall. That shot off. Good work defensively by Gordon. Jokic passes to Brown. Three-pointer, no good. And here's Randall. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They trail by 9. Outside Edwards. From deep. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got 3 assists now in this one.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. From deep, Johnson. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 8 now. To the middle. Gordon with a steal. And Denver pushing it up now. A good look from Brown. The offensive rebound. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Well, Jokic very strong and very crafty, absorbing the contact.
This will be his 3rd trip to the free throw line. And he knocks down the first one.
Well, guys, I've been around this game for a long time, and I've never seen someone like Jokic, a giant man with point guard skills.
Naz Reid's checked in for Julius Randle. Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line. On the break. Oh, the breakaway. Edwards gets it done on the run.
Well, it's old hat now when we see Edwards dominating a game scoring-wise. Ant's emerged as an elite player.
Gobert against Jokic. 6 to shoot. Over Gobert. And again, it's Denver missing. Timberwolves trail by 5. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thank you, Brian. Nikola Jokic is a family man through and through. He said, quote, basketball is not the main thing in my life and probably never will be. And to be honest, I like it because I have something more at home, something that's more important than basketball. Back to you.
Some good perspective. Thank you very much for the report, Allie. Edwards. Oh, the finish inside by Edwards.
Look, if I'm one of his teammates, I just keep getting him the ball. He has been lights out.
Outside Johnson. Back to Murray. Pulls up at the elbow. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Reed's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync.
For Denver, they've gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the 3rd quarter. The shot by Johnson, no good. And here are the Timberwolves. They're on a 9-1 run. McDaniels finds Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
Well, showing off his power. Reed gave the dunk everything he had.
Outside Johnson. Back to Murray. Gordon with a screen on DiVincenzo. Gordon outside from behind the arc. And again, it's Denver missing.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
You know, Stan, basketball isn't the only passion San Jose native Aaron Gordon has.
Yeah, B.A., I heard he's very technology-oriented, which we're not. He's a self-proclaimed computer nerd and loves everything about technology. We could use his help. He's skilled in more fields than just basketball. Well, good to see Gordon having games like these, proving how effective a scorer he can be for this team.
Outside Reed. Gobert with a screen on Gordon. Reed passes to Gobert. And stolen by Jokic. And here's Johnson. Launches a 3. Edwards pulls it in.
And his shot just hasn't been there in this one. Luckily, his team has been able to make up the difference.
Johnson against Gobert. Screen by Gordon. And Gordon with the big finish.
Yeah, that's a strong finish there by Gordon. Right through the contact.
What a sensational move captured from the connected cam. Sponsored by AT&T. Timberwolves trail by 3. Up top, DiVincenzo, defended by Murray. Johnson against McDaniels. Back to Reed. Gordon with a steal. Denver moving it around for the finish. And Gordon with the big finish.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that much.
The 3, DiVincenzo. And it's Denver with a rebound. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Gordon, the pass to Murray. Jokic against Gobert. Pass to Brown. Back to Jokic. 5 to shoot. Over Gobert. Again, Denver scores.
The touch Jokic possesses. He can sink shots from anywhere, especially the mid-range.
Gobert finds Edwards. Back to Gobert. And the call will be against Nikola Jokic. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Watson, he's checked in for Denver. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Desumu's checked in. Reed to screen on Murray. Just 3 to shoot. To stop the drought. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Peyton Watson.
Well, guarding Reed is hard. This guy is a big who can hit threes. He can drive the ball, beat you inside. So you have to track him all over the floor.
First free throw is good. And so Reed nails them both. Denver leading by 5. Jokic with a screen on McDaniels. Jokic up top over Gobert, and it's Jokic, that time on the assist by Johnson. Johnson's got 3 assists now in this one. The Timberwolves have gotten 5 of 10 shots to go. It's Edwards on the wing. Edwards is doubled. Back to Dosunmu. Picked by Gobert. 3-pointer. Minnesota again missing. For Denver, they've gotten 7 of 15 shots to hit in the second half. Jokic passes to Watson. Pass to Johnson. Now here's Jokic. Reed defending. Murray from outside. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic. And now a 10-point Denver lead.
And they're playing rock-solid basketball right now. Really starting to see that lead grow.
Well, that third quarter is when you want to increase your lead. Really building it up before that final quarter.
Dosunmu outside. Ooh, stolen by Murray. Jumps up. Ooh, Murray so quick in transition.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the third quarter.
Edwards for 3. Jokic grabs the board. Jokic has got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Murray deciding where to go with it. Pass to Brown. Outside Johnson. Clock at 6. Gobert against Jokic. Offline with a 3. And it's Edwards with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. A 12-point game. To the inside. Dosunmu outside. Picked by Gobert. Dosunmu, right side. Here's McDaniels. Another miss. Boy, they're in a funk right now. The Nuggets lead by 12. Stolen by Reed. Down low. Stolen by Jokic. In transition, here they come. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
You see this from Brown night after night. Always ready to get out on the break.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. A different look for Denver. Brown, he's checked in for Johnson. Hardaway comes in for Brown. And it's Pickett in for Murray. And then for Minnesota, Ingles, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Clark comes in for McDaniels. And it's Highland in for Anthony Edwards. .152 left in the third quarter here. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen. Since the All-Star break, your NBA assist leaders. Nikola Jokic, number 1.
And since the All-Star break, his passing has been incredible. Just finding his guys in their spots and playing the role of facilitator.
Shannon's checked in for Minnesota. The Nuggets on offense. What a stretch they've got going here. 17-2. Pickett passes to Jokic. Outside, Brown. Fires the three. Jokic, no good.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field.
Pass to Highland. Clark outside. Minnesota again missing. The Nuggets lead by 14. Here's Watson. And here's Jokic. He's covered by Dosunmu. Hardaway from outside. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic. Jokic has got assist number 7 tonight. Clark with the screen. Here's Highland. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Highland's got his first 3 points of the game. To the middle. Oh, deflected. Stolen by Reed. They've got numbers. Dosunmu, the pass to Clark. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to be on Bruce Brown.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. He does not get the second one. The Nuggets on offense. They're on a 20-6 run. Pickett passes to Jokic. Here's Pickett. Back to Jokic. Oh, what a slam from the big man Jokic.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
It seems like every miss ends up in his hands. He's been unreal.
Yeah, he's been a beast on the glass. A monster night for him.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead. Well, when you win the battle of turnovers, you typically win the battle of possessions. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Yeah, it's pretty to watch. It's great to have so many big men in the NBA who can dish it like this.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. We've got Jonas Valanciunas. Tim Hardaway is out there with Murray. Then it's Peyton Watson, and it's Brown in at the small forward position. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Here's Highland. Good D by Murray. The Nuggets lead by 15. Outside, Brown. They get the rebound. From the arc. Fires in the triple.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Randall outside. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Well, it's a tough brand of basketball Randall plays. He endures a lot of contact.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Nuggets.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break. Converting on those chances when they get them tonight.
The first one falls.
They're finding a rhythm from the line as they try to cut into this deficit.
Shannon's checked in for Clark. Hits both from the stripe. The Nuggets lead by 16. To the inside. Here's Watson. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Randall outside. Pass to Reed. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Here's Randall. Defended by Watson. 4 on the clock. The swim move for 3. Sinks it from distance.
Yeah, that's what they want to see. He has to start asserting himself. They need him to take command of this game.
Valanciunas with a screen on Highland. To the paint. And he banks in the layup. And the Nuggets lead by 17.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
Inside, here's Randall. And he can't get that one. Excellent defense there from Watson. And so it's Valanciunas who brings up the ball for the Denver Nuggets. Outside Murray. Fires the 3. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Well, at 6'11", 275, Valanciunas can really carve out space down low.
Randall outside. DeSumo outside. Outside Highland for 3. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost them 3.
And we've got a timeout from David Adelman. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. And the Nuggets making a change here. Jokic is checked in. Anthony Edwards is checked in for the Timberwolves. Here's Hardaway. Outside Murray. Back to Hardaway. Jokic the screen. The deep three. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Randall the screen on Murray. Randall outside. Let's go with a three. And Edwards with the basket on the assist by Randall. Randall's got assist number 5 here tonight. Pass to Brown. This one for 3. And he recovers it. Jokic with a screen on Edwards. And here's Brown for 3. Rebounded by Highland.
Yeah, really unlike him to have this kind of game from 3.
And stolen by Brown. They kick it out to Murray. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Watson. Now Jokic. Reed defending. Edwards against Brown. Edwards, the pass to Randall. Jokic grabs the board.
Well, he hasn't made a shot, and his team is losing. Time to find another solution.
Now here's Watson. Denver moving it around. And again, it's Denver missing. Timberwolves trail by 13. Outside, Highland. The 3-ball. Minnesota again missing.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
To end the drought. And it's Watson missing.
Honestly, guys, that's a shot you expect your players to make.
DeSumo outside. Reed, a screen on Hardaway. Pass to Reed. Launches it. Knocks down the long J. That gives him a double-double.
12 consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And here's Jokic. Hardaway from outside. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic. Jokic has got 8 assists in the game. And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. A different look for Denver. Gordon, he's checked in for Watson. Cam Johnson comes in for Brown. And Brown subbed in for Hardaway. And then for Minnesota, Rudy Gobert's checked in for Reed. Jaden McDaniels comes in for DeSumo. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Highland. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team, and it wasn't a very happy huddle. Coach told the team, quote, "We need to be better with the ball. We're committing too many turnovers. It's hurting us." Guys, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie.
The answer 3 from Jokic. He doesn't show tons of emotion on the floor, but man, Nikola is so competitive.
Denver leading by 13. Brown passes to Murray. Jokic with a screen on DiVincenzo. Murray finds Jokic. And a miss there on the triple for Minnesota. They've gotten 5 shots out of 9 to go in this fourth. Brown against Edwards. Gobert inside. McDaniels from long range. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Since halftime, they've been chucking up more shots from beyond the arc, trying to score in chunks.
Murray inside. DiVincenzo covering. Unloads. Murray, no good.
Oh, you got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
And he trims the lead to single digits.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Murray against DiVincenzo. Now Jokic. Five on the clock. He can't hit that time. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert. Pass to Edwards. Gordon against Randall. Gobert passes to Edwards. And it's all from three-point range. The Nuggets lead by 7. And there's the lob. Tipped. Brown against Gobert. Now Jokic. They kick it out to Murray. Denver moving it around. Johnson for 3. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Johnson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Outside, DiVincenzo. Randall, a screen on Murray. It's McDaniels on the wing. Drops in the 3. McDaniels got 9 points now in the second half.
And their perimeter shooting numbers have been up since the start of the second half.
Pass to Jokic. Back to Brown. Beyond the arc. And the Nuggets hit again from deep.
Love the response by Brown. You drain a 3 on his squad, and he's coming for revenge.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. It's Edwards on the wing. Guarded by Brown. Gordon against Randall. 6 on the shot clock. Gordon pulls it down. And Gordon has got the ball here for the Nuggets. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. Yes, sir!
Well, that's Jamal Murray's game in a nutshell. A score-first guard with great confidence.
Edwards against Brown. Edwards, no problem with the contact. McDaniels.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
The first free throw is good. Both good from the line that time.
Well, you see why teams try to avoid fouling him. You're basically giving away points.
DiVincenzo against Murray. Jokic! Gobert pulls it down.
Well, he's got the green light in that situation. They wanted him taking that shot, even if he didn't get it to go. Well, you need a bucket? Give it to Edwards. He's got that clutch gene.
Gordon with a screen on McDaniels. Johnson against McDaniels. Shot clock at 6. Jokic the screen. Johnson. And again, another missed shot.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Edwards. Oh, it doesn't go. The Nuggets lead by 5. Here's Murray. Jokic. Edwards against Brown. Outside Gordon. From downtown. The putback. And he grabs the board and finishes it off.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. Here's Murray. A chance here to possibly put the game away.
They have to remain focused to get it done.
Now Gordon. Here's Jokic.
Well, this is what Gobert is known for. A multiple Defensive Player of the Year award winner who alters so many shots.
Randall outside. He launches. DiVincenzo fires. He's off from three. And he commits the intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that increases the lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game. And Minnesota calls time here. They trail by 7. Your thoughts, guys?
They just haven't put it all together tonight.
But they're not going down without a fight. They'll keep game planning and playing until the final whistle.
From 3.
And any decent look from distance, he's taking it. He has that locked-in mentality right now.
Well, he's firing away with confidence from downtown. The defense better adjust to this, and fast.
And we've got a timeout from David Adelman. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. So it's the Nuggets taking the W in a close one. What a performance they had here at home today.
I'll tell you what.
Nicola, congratulations on the win. What does a win like this?
All right, Allie, thanks. Great stuff there. And that'll do it, folks. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill,